On today's episode of WatchJRGo, welcome back to the abandoned mini resort, and I gotta be honest with you guys, things are not going well here. They're going great! We have sheetrock. So let's head inside right now and check it out. The biggest change to the house. I mean, this is what really ties it all together. And hopefully now we're just days away from making this thing move-in ready. Let's check it out. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and you'll have to excuse the fact that it's a little bit dark in here because all the lights are unhooked since they were doing texture on the ceiling, and there is an echo now. That echo is severe. So I'll grab a couple screenshots, a little bit of video of walking around this place the day we bought it when it was a dump. We're talking smoke impregnated sheetrock, the fireplace that was completely full of cigarettes. It was just, everything about it was nasty. Walls were poorly finished, wires hanging out of walls. There was really no redeeming qualities other than the fact that the house was built really well. Just the studs, and the framing was good. But today we have 100% new windows, 100% new sheetrock, the new front door, which is awesome. It's got the micro blinds in it, check it out. We can go down, we can go out. You know, you can raise it up, raise it down. I know, I just wanted to say raise it down. We've got the new locks, all of our locks keyed to match, which I love. We've got, you know, we're ready to put in some switches. We're ready to, I think what we're gonna do here, since these have that faux wood texture on the windows, is paint these. So these will end up being white, the trim will be white. It'll be a whole lot of white to make this look very modern and bright inside. Obviously, all of our halo lights are sitting here in the closet. I need to clean all those up, but unfortunately, I can't put them back in. My main game plan for today was to put all the lights back, which, I mean, I kind of can, but Eric will be here in a matter of hours with our paint, because he picked that up. He's got 5 gallons of the ceiling color. The sheetrock guys did finish this, did do the knockdown texture, and did already put 1 coat of primer on the ceiling, but Eric's bringing the actual finish paint, and then I don't think we have the wall paint yet, but he's gonna go ahead and prime it with that ceiling paint because we have so much of it, and then we'll come back with our actual color for the wall, which will just be an off-white. It's gonna be a lot of white, like I said, and we'll go from there. Again, sorry about the echo. As soon as we get couch, bed, chairs, stuff like that in here, the echo will be gone. This is just a problem you have with this mini, hard, flat surfaces. That goes crazy. The AC is doing great. Let's put some outlets in this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting in outlets. I need to actually bring that one out with a couple washers there, so it's sticking forward for the trim, but bathroom, fan. Yeah, the echo is not nearly as bad in here where it has some stuff to break up the sound. That's actually gonna end up being an outlet with a round cover on it for the vanity. Plumbing. We did all of this. We built the whole thing last weekend, I'm telling you. That wall isn't getting insulation because there's a cove or whatever you call it built into the onyx that will let us you know, have a place to put shampoo, soap, whatever you want. Valves in. Yeah, I need to go ahead and put the handle in, and then they're gonna scab in all of this sheetrock before the onyx goes on. So a few little touches to do here in the shower, like mount the shower head itself and mount that handle. Obviously those are easy things. I just need to notch this wood and put a board there, and I've got these drop ears, PEX A drop ears, everything's gonna screw into. So that's the bathroom. This is a tour of a brand new house. Doorbell wire right there. As soon as the paint's up, I could go ahead and get that mounted. All of our plumbing ready to be turned on. It's all hooked up now. And as soon as this wall, we decided that it needed to be serviceable. Eric and I were talking about it, and we were like, man, if we put sheetrock on this, you'll never be able to work on it again unless you cut the sheetrock out. So what we decided to do was get finish grade plywood, even nicer than this plywood. This is like this, I think this was CDX. It's an okay plywood, but we're gonna go to like a grade A with a really nice surface finish, and we're gonna put that sectioned on this wall so you can work on the low voltage side or the high voltage side based on what you take off. And then of course we'll paint it white, put the shelves on it, and hopefully you never have to work on it, but just in case, you won't have to redo the sheetrock, which is, I think, a big deal. So that's what we came up with for this wall, and that's why it's not sheetrocked, because we want to be able to access things. Check out that kitchen. Doesn't it look huge? I'm so excited. All of that natural light. There's no lights in here. You don't even need to turn the lights on. I mean, the bathroom one is stuck on because I haven't put a switch in yet, but so much natural light, ready to rock and roll with the TV. We just need paint. We just need paint. So unfortunately, I am leaving tonight. When Eric gets here to start painting, he's coming with his whole family, and they actually don't want to do any work either. We both needed a weekend off after last weekend. It did kill us. But he is bringing the paint, and he said he'd get the ceiling rolled in and probably at least one coat on the walls. That's his only goal for this weekend. My goal for today is to put in as many switches and outlets as I can get done, which could be all of them, but he did, you know, he was like, don't put them in until I'm done painting. And I was like, yeah, but then you could have lights. And he was like, go ahead and put them in. So, you know, it was a chicken egg thing. We need to get everything done. We're on a tight time frame. You guys know how it is. So we're just trying to get everything knocked out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in as many things as I can today. And as soon as the paint is on the ceiling, we can snap all the lights in, mount the ceiling fan. I mean, we'll get all of that stuff finished in a day, I would assume. No problem at all. We'll get all these pendant lights mounted, and it will make it a lot easier for us to move in and out of here because there won't be boxes everywhere, even though we had to hide all the boxes while the sheetrock guys were here. They wanted a clear floor. Shout out to them for putting the Navi back for me. I was like, leave this outside, but when you leave, please put it inside. All I know is this is amazing. I'm pumped. The flooring will be here soon. It's like a super light maple, kind of super, you know, kind of a bright, not quite as bright as this pine. That should answer your questions for what the floor will look like. We're doing a lot of blue. The pendant lights are blue. The kitchen cabinets will be blue. It's a nice modern blue to match. Eric might get some of the trim done this weekend because we've had all the trim since day one here. And obviously, I mean, if you guys are keeping track of what we've been doing, like first of all, my Sonos amps used for the system, those were a great deal. I think I paid something like $200 each for amps that are usually, it would have been $1,000 for two. The speakers that are going in the ceiling, I think I paid $149 shipped. Those are like $800 a set. Things like this door that Eric got at the pawn shop for 150 bucks. That's like an $800 door. All these windows were free. Construction site takeouts. All of the trim free. Those came out of another site. This door over here that was going to be $800, of course we got for $500. Eric and I went hard on saving all the money we could, and I think we've done a pretty good job getting brand new construction materials for basically nothing. All right, there's your update. That's enough talking. It is time for me to get to work. Let's get all the outlets in this place, and then it'll be easier for us to keep working because we can plug things in. Unfortunately, they are gonna all need masked because they're all very expensive outlets, like built-in USB outlets and stuff like that. So let's see, USB, regular. One of these should be USB, and also the one that's going on the end of the island, that one will be USB, because what's the first thing you do when you come in and you like throw your phone on the counter? Might as well have a cord there to plug it in. That was our thought. Before I get to work, I should say huge shout out to Dave for spending 4 days up here really, 3.5 days finishing everything in here for us. So we paid him $2,000, and this is like a level 4 finish. He does not mess around. If you guys know Sheetrock Finishing, he's the guy that did my basement for the Tech Throwback studio, and the walls are flawless, just like these walls are flawless. It looks amazing in here. I can't say thank you to him enough for making this place rock. Well, the first USB outlet's done, and those look pretty cool, although it doesn't look exactly straight. Maybe, I don't know, the cover's just chilling on there, but those are gonna look cool. We got a couple outlets in here. Well, one whole circuit full of them. And look at that. We are charging. I'm kind of excited to see how these USB-A, USB-C combo outlets do. This is the first time I've used those. I've always had AAs before because I put them in my house years ago when it was new tech. So these ones should be a lot better. They'll probably run cooler. Who knows? So I'm just gonna keep right on working. I gotta let's get the living room circuit knocked out. Well guys, there you go. The first big update where the progress, well, where things start to really come together after the sheetrock. We've got our outlets in. They do charge like a monster, which I'm super happy about. Let's see, what are these things? These aren't the power delivery ones, which would probably do a laptop, but these will do 5.1 amps. So, you know, I plugged in the USB-C to the phone, it charged 10% in just a matter of minutes, which was super impressive. So, happy about that. There will be a nightstand in front of each one of those, a bed in the middle. Maybe the bed will be an 8 sleep, we will see. And all these other outlets are in. Unfortunately, I wanted to put the switches in, but I really can't put the switches in until the final Wi-Fi's in, because all the switches do sit on the Wi-Fi network like most smart switches do. And I'm a big fan of the Wi-Fi ones versus the Zigbee ones, so that is why we went with Wi-Fi, of course. I'd rather not have an extra hub if I can avoid that. So, Wi-Fi switches, and I don't have the Dream Wall in yet, so once the Wi-Fi's in and finalized, I'll put the switches in and scan all their codes, get everything set up, and we'll be good to go. If I could put the switch plates on, it wouldn't be a big deal because I usually stick the labels that you scan to set up the switches inside my switch plates. It's usually the best way to keep track of what switch is what. And if you ever have an issue in the future and you need to set them up again, that's what works out really well for me. Easy to find, but I can't put the switch plates on either because there's no paint. So we're just waiting on paint. As soon as the paint's in, we'll have all the lights in, we'll have all the switches in, and this thing will be ready to rock and roll because at the same time, as soon as the paint's in, Eric will be putting floors down while I finish up all the electrical, plugging in the lights and putting the fan up and stuff like that. And what's left after that? Trim, cabinets, and appliances. So we are getting close, and being able to see that light at the end of the tunnel is amazing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed getting to see a few of those outlets come together. I tried to time lapse it for you. And I wish I had the lights in the ceiling, but I want to make it easy for Eric to paint, so I haven't put them back. Don't these look good? What a cool design. I wish they had lights too. You know how some outlets have night lights? It would be cool if, like, maybe that one should be a night light, but for now, those are cool. I need to order the mirror that mounts in that too, so I can figure out exactly how, if that's gonna be an outlet, or if it has bare wires, or what's going on there. Well, I finished up a few more little things that needed to get done around this place. Again, I can hear the echo the whole time, so I'm trying to talk very softly so you guys don't have to hear much of it. Hopefully that's working out. Let me know in the comments below. But that is it for today. I am saying goodbye to this place for almost 2 weeks while we go do some car things. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I'll talk to you next time. I had to finish up some stuff like these outlets are one's switched and one's not switched and things like that. I figured if I put underglow on the bathroom cabinets, I better put it on the kitchen cabinets too. So when you turn on the light over the sink, the underglow comes on too. It's really the only way to do it that was clean.